Welcome to the Hull as our Tigers return home to take on the Auburn Tigers. GSU has several big-name prospects on campus today, including corner Kenneth Johnson, DN Caleb Causey, and offensive lineman Marcus Berry. First quarter action, Joel Thomas takes a handoff, cuts left, finds some space, and picks up 8. Later in the drive, King from the gun. He takes a deep drop and hits Sean Edwards across the middle for 15. 2 plays later, King goes back to the air and hits Terrell on the slant for 11. The next play, King drops back, rolls right, sets his feet and throws a dart to Edwards for 29 yards. Next play, Thomas goes up the middle and fights into the end zone. 7-0 Grambling State. Auburn takes over. Willis fakes the handoff, keeps the option left, and check out the downfield blocking. Malik Willis goes 69 yards to the house, and just like that, we're tied at 7. Next GSU possession, Paxton takes the counter right, cuts in, then cuts back out, and stumbles ahead for 8 yards. Next play, King drops back and hits Paxton across the middle. He jukes and gets upfield and picks up 17. 2 plays later, Thomas finds a hole on the left, cuts it back, and gains 8. Then King goes back to the air. He rolls right and threads the needle to Edwards for 9. Later drive, Thomas would bowl his way into the end zone for the second time on the day. 14-7 Grambling State. Auburn takes over. Igobani takes the sweep left, but Josh Carey lowers the boom for the TFL. Then on third down, Willis drops back, tries to sneak out, but Josh Carey gets the tackle. Auburn forced to punt. GSU faces a 3rd and 7. King drops back. He rolls to his left, throws an off-balance pass, and is picked off by Britt, and the linebacker brings it back just shy of the 30-yard line. And Auburn looks to capitalize. Willis drops back, has all day to throw, and finally hits Doyle cutting back, 1st and goal. Next play, Barrett takes the handoff and gets stuffed at the 4-yard line. 2nd down, Barrett goes back up the middle and gets pulled down just short of the goal line. Then on 3rd down, Barrett takes the sweep. Maynard trips him up, and West is there to clean it up. Auburn settles for a field goal. GSU takes over. Thomas finds some space on the left and gains 7. Then on 1st down, King with the deep drop, and he hits Terrell on the outside for 12. 2 plays later, King goes back to the air and hits his favorite target, Edwards, for a gain of 20 yards. 3 plays later, King drops back and has tons of time and hits Bradford across the middle. The big tight end gets upfield and gains 23. Then JT takes it up the gut, weaves, and gets his 3rd TD on the day. Auburn would drive down and kick a field goal before the half, but GSU goes up 21-13. Grambling is looking strong on offense and defense. Hopefully they can keep it up in the second half. Start of the 3rd, Willis hits Doyle on the screen. He sheds the tackle, then gets laid out after picking up 7. 2 plays later, Willis with the play action and hits Doyle on the outside, and he gets pushed out after a 6-yard gain. Then the QB would go play action again. He rolls to his right, tries to throw it to the outside, but is picked off by Ron Bennett. What a play by the sophomore corner. Then JT would go to work. The big back rumbles ahead for a 7-yard gain. Next play, King throws it to Terrell. He goes up and gets it, sheds a tackle, uses a stiff arm, and is off to the races. He's finally tripped up at the 2-yard line. Then King would drop back and throw a dart to Bradford in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers, 28-13. Next Auburn possession, Barrett takes the sweep left, turns upfield, shows off that strength, and gains 19. Then off 1st down, Barrett gets it again. He finds some room and bowls his way to a 9-yard gain. Then Willis looks to go back to the air, drops back, lobs it to the outside, and is almost picked off again by Ron Bennett. Auburn forced to go for it on 4th down, but the play is blown up in the backfield. Turnover on downs. GSU takes over, and Joel Thomas is running hard. He finds a lane up the middle, stiff arms, and gains 19. Then King with the deep drop and throws a bullet to Terrell on the slant for 16. The drive was stalled, and Nick Gordon comes on to kick a field goal from 32 yards out, and it's good. 31-13 Grambling State. Auburn's offense back on the field. Willis hits McClain on the screen, rolls over 2 Tigers and picks up 7. Then on 3rd and long, Willis hits Miller on the screen, but he gets laid out by Josh Carey. Auburn forced to punt again. Next GSU possession, King throws a strike to Gunn on the outside for a gain of 13. Next play, Thomas finds space on the right, weaves through traffic and picks up another 16 yards. Next play, JT still running hard, finds a hole on the left and gains 9. 2 plays later, Ellis Jones gets into the act. He finds some room up the middle for 7. Then 2 plays later, JT is picking up where CB23 left off, going up the gut for 12. 3 plays later, King drops back and hits Paxton over the middle for 12 yards. Then later in the drive, Joe Thomas breaks the goal line for the 4th time. GSU starting to pull away. Last chance for Auburn. Willis drops back, rolls to his right. But look at the hit from Richard Maynard for his first sack on the day. Then on 3rd and long, Willis goes back to the air, moves around in the pocket, but runs out of time. Jason Brown is there to get the sack, and that would do it. Grambling State wins in impressive fashion, 38-13. Chris King finished 22 of 37 for 279 yards, 1 touchdown and an interception. On the ground, Joe Thomas went off. 29 carries for 189 yards and 4 touchdowns. He averaged 6.5 yards a carry. Out wide, Sean Edwards had 7 grabs for 93 yards. C. Tizzle had a big day, 5 grabs for 91 yards. And Rob Bradford had 3 catches for 24 yards and a touchdown. On defense, Carey finishes with 13 tackles, 6 of which were for a loss. Maynard and Brown both had a sack, and Ron Bennett had the interception. Great team win for our Tigers, but it does not get any easier. Next up is the Battle of Louisiana as GSU travels to LSU. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, IG, at Big Seek at Game. And coming up in the Tigers Den podcast, we welcome the newest member of the recruiting class and scout the LSU Tigers. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.